Alright, so update. I don't know how many weeks to go, 7 weeks to go, 8 weeks to go, something like that. A lot of parts have come in. Main thing I wanted to show you is this is my new shifter handle. This is actually a used NASCAR handle. And the old handle was straight up, came up 8 inches total, so when you were in 5th gear I had to lean forward quite a bit. This one is 9 inches tall and set back 4 inches. So as you can see, in my normal position I can go all the way to 5th gear with no problem. Reverse is a little bit trickier because you can push down, but it works. And it's ridiculously lightweight. It's aluminum with a hollow spun aluminum shifter knob, which is cool. So that was a good find here. Lots of parts came in, air conditioning units in, door panels, headliner, most of the interior parts are in. All of the engine parts are in. Let me take you around, I'll show you. I mocked up the engine just real quick to check a few things like the shifter placement. Also, I forgot to point out before, and I'll try to get a better shot, the fine Inspiration Metalworks handcrafted shifter bezel. Thank you, Tom. That's a big help. Wanted to show that off. So let me take you around and show you what I've got going. I gotta install the door latch here one of these days so I can actually get out though. Okay, today I got the remaining heating and air conditioning unit out of the car from the factory. You can see this hole over here in the corner that goes into the fender well, and that's where all the air conditioning lines and the heater hoses will go through, so they'll tuck in nicely. It'll be very clean underneath the engine bay when I get to that point. What I've done today is I mocked up the engine, transmission. I had several things that I need to check out. So the oil pan is out of a pickup truck. Didn't know if it was going to fit, so I wanted to double check that before the engine was all done. The front drive unit, I wanted to double check that for clearance with the electric fans, which there's going to be tons of room on the electric fans. The power steering pump versus the power steering box, because again, that pump is out of a pickup truck. One line is hitting, so I'm going to have to do a little bit of reconnecting, moving things around. You can see I've got the wheel well out and all the parts out from the old heater and air conditioning unit. So the air conditioning compressor is going to be mounted on the driver's side of the engine. The lines and the heater lines will come over by the battery and actually tuck up underneath the fender, between the fender and the inner fender well, and then we'll run back into the under the dash there. So this area here will all be clear. There won't be anything sticking out. Like I say, it only took about 2 hours to put the motor. The motor's just a oil pan block, cylinder heads. 2 hours gave me some peace of mind, making sure, double checking some things, get everything ready to go. Electric fans are good, so really the next step is I'm going to start installing the vintage air unit, and that'll be going in over the next week or so. So I'll get you some shots of that, and thanks for sticking along.